A bit of an explainer before the video runs today. I went to a lake, having sort of lucked out quite badly on the rivers recently. But besides the fishing, it was an opportunity to try out a different way of filming my sessions, because if you watched the last video from last week, you would know that my head cam decided to expire, and I'm sort of debating whether to buy another one or not. They're quite expensive, but as an alternative, I bought one of these things that you sort of hang around your neck. I've got it here, and you sort of can hang it around your neck, and basically you can then put your phone on it. It's got a magnetic, because the iPhone, like many modern phones, has got mag charging, or whatever they call it. You can put the phone on it and basically take pictures of what's happening in front of you. And I've also got one of these little Bluetooth things where you can sort of just press the button to start the video and stop it. So it seemed quite a good idea to try this out as an alternative. Well, how did it go? There were some good bits, there were some good features to this, but there was also some problems. I started off with the wide angle lens. There's three cameras on this iPhone, and I started off with the wide angle lens, which was the best choice. But then partway through I went over to the standard lens, which turned out to be a mistake, because it didn't capture anywhere near as much of the scenery and the overall view as the wide angle lens. The other thing that I didn't count on was the fact that the iPhone, being one of these smart new phones, is when my hand sort of got in front of the camera, the phone automatically focused on my hands and blurred out the background. So basically, if you're playing a fish, you lose sight of the fish, and all you see is a close-up of the hands and the reel. So that wasn't the best. But this was a bit of an experiment, and I think on reflection it's not going to work. It isn't a complete solution, so I'm going a bit back to the drawing board and decide what I'm going to do. There is one clip in this film of me playing a koi carp, and that really shows the limitations of doing it this way. Compared with what I would have captured on my head cam, it's a much more inferior sort of action sequence than I would have got on my head cam. So as I say, I'm sort of going to go back to the drawing board, and I may have to buy another head cam. I may have to go down that road, or I may decide to start filming more conventionally, having a static camera a little bit away from me and filming me from the side, so to speak, and perhaps supplement it with this for close-up shots. So basically I'm still thinking about it. I may add a few little commentaries in this video just to explain what was going on at that point. So there are a few fish in it, but it's really just bringing you up to date with where I am on the filming of my videos, and basically where I'm going from here. So I hope you enjoy it. Hi, well, I've forsaken the rivers today, having not really succeeded very well up to now on them. I've come down to the little lake at Earith. I normally only fish it in the spring, but I thought I'd come down. I've never fished it midsummer before. Just setting up really. I'm in the little corner that I like. I couldn't get here last time I came because the water level was so high you couldn't actually get around this side. I've noticed some bubbles coming up, which is useful, and I just put some ground bait in, a bit of hemp in, so we'll see how we go. It's a sheltered little spot which keeps me out of the wind today, which is great. Another thing today, which is really very experimental, is my head cam packed up last week. Had a disastrous session last week. Most things went wrong. One among them was my head cam packing up, and I think it's totally expired. So I'm today got one of these sort of hoop things you hang over your neck and attach the phone to. I really don't know how that's going to work, so it's a bit of an experiment for me, and we'll just have to see how it comes out. But I couldn't really justify buying another head cam. Quite an expensive item. It's only lasted 3 years, which really is not acceptable, but there we go. Anyway, let's get going and see what happens today. Right, if you watch the last video, excuse me if I'm a bit hesitant here, but I'm still playing around with this new toy that's around my neck with the camera, with the phone on it. I need to get a bit further away from those lilies, because if I'm right next to those lilies I won't stand a chance of getting in. Oh, okay, there you are, yeah. I don't know. Must be some breeze out there that's stopping it. Yeah, it's blowing against me. There's plenty of bubbles coming up, so we'll see what happens. There's something taking it on the way down. Oh, that didn't take long, did it? It's probably a little perch. Or a little rudd. Yeah, it's a rudd. Well, that's a good start. Oh, I never got me disgorger out. That was stupid. Right, it's come out anyway. Oh, don't end up on the floor. Yeah, as I say, I'm not sure how this new filming arrangement's working. We'll have to see. It's all experimental at the moment. Getting the camera at the right sort of height's a bit of a challenge. The guy who's fishing, or is a young chap really, who's fishing next to me, I was going to fish that spot. It's easier to fish, to be honest. Oh, that just feels a bit better. But the last time I fished it had some lilies there and had some sort of nice bankside vegetation, but it all seems to have been cleared. I've got this tree above me which isn't that clever really. Yeah, it's a small tench. I thought it was left me net a bit far behind. I thought it was battling quite well. I've got a big twig caught on me net now. Oh, would you believe it? Let's get him in there and I'll sort that out. I thought that might have been a tench, the way it was fiddling around. Yeah, I left me landing that on that bank, and it's got all tangled up in a branch. God, Jesus. Right, let's sort the fish out first and we'll sort the branch out later. I haven't got me unhooking mat out yet. Right, little tench. Oh, they're lovely fish, aren't they? Even when they're this small. It's really beautiful. As I say, I don't know how this is coming out on the camera because this is all experimental, but let's put you back in, shall we? Oh, yeah. Well, now the sun's gone in, I can actually see on my screen here, on my camera, what I'm filming. Yeah, before the sun was reflecting off the screen, so I hadn't got a clue what I was filming. Just hoping for goodness that I was catching what I wanted to in terms of the shots, you know. Put a double worm on this time. Big meal. This is very much a try-out session for this different method of filming. Although I can't honestly see myself buying another head cam, they're just too expensive. And I don't really like the GoPro ones, with the ones that go sort of on your head. The little one I had sort of went on like an Alice band, for want of a better description. Sort of went around your head and it just clipped above your ear. And it was lovely, really. It's done the job for 3 years, but it decided to pack up. I'm using the wide angle on the. This phone's got what they call 3 cameras. I sort of say 3 lenses, but it's got. They always say it's got 3 cameras, so it's got a sort of standard focal length. It's got a wide angle, which I'm using at the moment because it captures a bit more, and it's got a telephoto. The only problem with the wide angle is it elongates all the distances, so it's probably looking like I'm fishing a lot further out than I am. I might try changing it in a minute to the standard lens, the standard camera. You can see the difference. Right, this is on the standard camera. Probably need to bring it up a little bit. Yeah, so this sort of is a better representation of actual distance, but it doesn't catch as much of the scene, obviously. I'll keep it on the standard focal length just to see when I get back home I can sort of compare and contrast to see what works better. I prefer using a sort of standard focal length because it doesn't distort the distances so much. When I sort of process this film, it'll give me a better idea what to do in the future. So, right, change of tack. I don't know if you can see that down there. I'll set up a bobbin on a light ledger because I decided this wind was just getting too much for the float. It was dragging it all over the place. So we'll see if we do anything on the ledger. I think it was the right decision because the wind's really gusting around this corner of the lake now. It's not on the surface, it's not disturbing the surface, but it's causing lots of sort of flow and counterflow. And the reeds and the trees are being buffeted around. So let's see what happens with the bobbin. Well, I just missed my first bite on ledger. The bobbin dropped about an inch and then really rapidly went up. I wasn't quick enough. I think I was a bit shocked that it happened, really, because things haven't really been happening at all. So it certainly was a lot more positive than the float bites I've been having. But it either didn't take the worm fully in its mouth or it let go very quickly. I'm fishing out on the edge of the lilies, the central lilies there. I've changed my sitting position. This is a bit awkward what I've got now, but before I had a cracking bite. The bobbin literally just hit the rod. It came up, it just went up in one long pull on 2 pieces of sweet corn and banged into the rod, but I just couldn't get to it quickly enough because I got the rod in an awkward position before. So now I've got it sort of right next to me, and I think I'm clear of the tree as well, so I can strike upwards. But there was a real cracking bite and I missed it. I'm not sure I'm going to get it in.
Walk over here and pull it out.
Yeah, I can't. The tree's there. Could you stop? Go back a bit. I'm going to have to lower the rod.
Yeah, I'll move. Oh, that's a coin. What a coin? Or it's
You wanted one of them.
no, it might be a golden. No, yeah, it might be a golden ore. That's out of there now.
Yeah, I know. I haven't got the same tackle as you. I can't force it.
Yeah, I know.
I can't force it like you can.
Nice fish.
What?
When I get an opportunity.
Yeah, I'm a bit restricted here with this bloody tree.
You should be able to get in there. That's a boy. It's a nice fish. No, you don't need going in the net.
No, just let him
Yeah, I'll let
tire himself out a little bit.
What, is that so he gets tired out and then...
That's a nice fish. All them scales on it.
Yeah, it's not over yet though. It's still got a lot of fire left in it.
Oh,
That's a real nice fish. I want to catch one of them.
I like this river because like all of the fish know like there's and now you're guaranteed to get one. If you're like because they just do.
Better. Oh, go over there just in case that goes up. Don't grab it yet though. It's a nice fish.
I think it may have got snagged. Surely there's no snags down
I
there.
don't think there is a snag down there.
Well, it's gone solid.
Is it?
Yeah, it's gone completely solid.
I see him. No, you're not snagged.
Well, it's gone really solid.
Yeah, I see him.
Oh, there we go. Bloody tree. Oh, sorry.
Get that. Get it. Grab it. Just lift it up. Is it on? Right, it's on. One sec, mate.
Yeah, okay. So I can do it. I'm getting there, hold on. Could you just hold the pole for me? No, not that one, the pole. Because I'm going to need to get my hand in the other position. There we go. Right. I think this... God, this fish does not want to give in. Jesus.
You want me to do it, mate?
I think I've got his head up.
Yeah. Nice fish.
Well done.
That was challenging. Right, well, my unhooking mat's right down the other end of the bank, so...
Do you want to cook? I was going to say, do you want to use that?
No, it's all right. I'll swim him along. Thank you. Well, that was a bit chaotic, wasn't it? That's an interesting looking fish. Certainly just hooked. Just in the edge. Nice, it's not particularly big, but it fought like a demon.
Do you want me to take a photo for you? Or?
Nah, that's alright, I'll just hold it up in front of this camera here. Yeah, well, that was alright. Ah.
What's the name of your YouTube channel?
Bob Goes Fishing, all one word.
Oh. I'll look it up.
Yeah, you can get it on your phone.
Yeah, I've got.
God, that fish does not want to give in. God. Well, I don't know how that came out on this camera, but it was all pretty chaotic. Yeah, I bought the worms to use them up, but I think I might have been better off bringing bread and sweet corn today. Well, I think I'm going to pack up. It's been quite a nice day here. I always like this this little lake, although I haven't caught much. I came here because the rivers have been so tough, and to be honest, this hasn't been a lot easier, but there we go. I just, sitting here, I had more confidence I was going to catch something here than I did on the rivers recently. I just was starting to get a bit despondent on the rivers, but I sort of had the feeling here that at any moment I could catch something, and I did catch a few fish, but I was surprised the bream didn't turn up. I usually always catch bream here. There's a lot of bream in here, but not today. Yeah, that wind is really gusting now. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day, so I'm going to stop packing away my gear. I'm doing the sign off in the car today. The reason for that is the young lad who was fishing next to me, he kept coming talking to me all through the day. I found out his name's Ollie. Yeah, anyway, he was chatting to me as I was packing up, and he was sort of standing there, and I just thought it'd been a bit rude to start recording myself on the phone while he was standing there, so I decided to come back to the car and just do a quick sign off. So yeah, strange sort of day really. It started well, first couple of casts almost. I caught a rudd, and then I caught a small tench shortly after that, and I was getting bites on the float, and it all started quite well, but then it went really dead. Got sort of touches on the float through the day on worm. So worms certainly not my favourite bait. The only reason I brought them was that I had them left over from the previous outing, and I just wanted to use them up. But as it turned out, in the end, the sweet corn did the trick. I caught that koi carp, which gave me a real battle. It wasn't enormous, but it really gave me a battle, and it was chaotic really, because Ollie had offered to help me net it, and then his carp rod went off, and the young girl with him then came and sort of handed me the landing net. So a very chaotic situation, but it's all good fun. Yeah, as I left, actually, I just took a photo for Ollie. He caught a really nice carp, well over 10 pounds. So he's doing quite well. He did better than I did, but he's on carp rods and boilies and all that sort of stuff, whereas I was just on conventional gear. So it'll be interesting to see how the footage comes out today, particularly the bit where I was landing the fish, because this new sort of system I'm using for recording my fishing using the iPhone, it was really a trial run today, and when I see how it comes out, that'll give me some pointers for the future, and hopefully I can improve things if they need improving. Anyway, I won't rattle on anymore, so I'm going to go home now. So as usual, thanks to everyone who watches the videos even when I don't catch anything, and thanks to the subscribers. A few more have arrived as well, so yeah, it's good news. Yeah, so not sure where I'm going next time, but until the next time, it's thank you as always, and cheers.